Alright guys, moving on to the next fight, for the next two fights for the day. Well, should say as of time of this recording. The next two fights for the Section 16 All Spider-Man fights continue with a fight that comes from the Spawn 117. He pits Paul Johnston, aka ShadowHawk. Now, ShadowHawk is a character from Image Comics that, for those who don't know, the ShadowHawk, it's kind of like the Phantom, where the ShadowHawk has been around since well, in the sense that it's always had a title. It's been around for a long time. It's not like in the same sense of the Phantom where it's passed down from father to son. But it is a title that's been around for a long time. I guess you could say, like, it's almost more so you could say, like, it's the Witchblade, where it's always had a person become the ShadowHawk. The ShadowHawk has been around since ancient Egypt. And what is the ShadowHawk? The ShadowHawk has had multiple personas, but I'm going to go with the one that, the first one from Jim Valentino, Paul Johnston, the ShadowHawk we saw in the original Image Comics. Now, the ShadowHawk is a martial artist who, with his armor, gained basically he gained superhuman strength. The armor is bulletproof, and it gives him enhanced reflexes as well. Not only that, he also uses these cables that allow him to swing around through the city. ShadowHawk has taken on the likes of Savage Dragon, Spawn, and several other Image Comics characters. In fact, it actually also went head-to-head with Vampirella and a few other characters as well. So the ShadowHawk is also a character that he's very intelligent too. Paul Johnston was a very intelligent character. He was also pretty violent. He more or less he was gonna send you to the hospital before he sent you to prison, or worse, the morgue sometimes. But make no mistake, the ShadowHawk is a great hero. Not very talked about a lot these days. A character that I think Image has kind of forgotten about in their own little Image universe. But however, ShadowHawk is a very interesting character. Great, like I said, great martial artist. The ShadowHawk is also an excellent, is a great tactical mind, great strategist, and just all around badass, more or less. What else can I say about the ShadowHawk? So yeah, that's just a bit about him. So let's see how well Spider-Man could go head-to-head with this Image Comics character. So a fight between the Spider-Man and ShadowHawk. Man, this would definitely be a very cool fight. I'm surprised this was a fight or a team-up or crossover we never saw in the 90s, because Image and Marvel were very tight with that. And I think the only one they did with Spider-Man was that crossover. No, that was with Wildstorm, now that I think about it. I think that was with Wildstorm, and that was with Backlash. And that was with Ben Reilly, Peter Parker. No, Ben Reilly, Spider-Man, yeah. Anyway, getting back to this with Spider-Man and ShadowHawk, I'm going to say that this is a no-kill fight right off the bat. This is not going to be a fight where the combatants are going to try to kill each other. This is going to be one where I think it's going to be one of those I don't know you, you don't know me kind of things, where I think ShadowHawk's going to attack Spider-Man thinking, you're a criminal, you need to be put down, and Spider-Man's going to be like, oh, no, that's not happening. So ShadowHawk even though he won't kill Spider-Man, he's going to be very brutal. He's a very brutal fighter, and he'll keep coming at you. He can take a lot of pain and keep coming at you again and again. Spider-Man also, of course, has superhuman speed, agility, and stamina, and Peter is very intelligent in his own right. Both these guys have some major battle experience behind them, and they're both very committed to the cause, more or less. They're more or less willing to not give up against their opponent. Both of them are also great strategists, so these two are going to be trying to figure out each other's weaknesses real quick. I could see these guys chasing each other chasing each other across all of New York or wherever this is taking place, and more or less fighting on the rooftops of a city. Basically, I could see this fight being more not so on the street, but more like in the skyscrapers. Like, these two are going to be kicking each other through windows, they're going to be smashing each other through ceilings and stuff. These two are going to go all out on each other, but not, like I said, this is not a kill fight, and both these guys, like I said, have some major battle experience. Both of them are pretty decent, not decent, excellent hand-to-hand fighters, and both of them are just very intelligent. So this is a tough one for me, guys. I gotta say, this is a real tough one for me. I'm sorry, I hate to say it, but yeah. So I'm gonna call this one a draw, unfortunately, because man, Spider-Man and ShadowHawk, that would be an excellent fight. But I can't really see a victor in this one, unfortunately. I can't really definitively call a victor on this one, but maybe you guys can. So I'm going to ask you guys, who do you think would win in this fight, Spider-Man or ShadowHawk? And once again, thank the Spawn117 for this fight, and stay tuned for the next one.